I rise. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still, like dust, I'll rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I've got oils pumping in my living room. Just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of tides, just like hopes springing high, still I rise. Did you want to see me broken, bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries? Does my haughtiness offend you? Don't you take it awful hard, 'cause I laugh like I've got gold mines digging in my own backyard. You may shoot me with your own words. You may cut me with your eyes. You may kill me with your hatefulness, but still, like air, I'll rise. Does my sexiness upset you? Does it come as a surprise that I dance like I've got diamonds at the meeting of my thighs? Out of the huts of history shame I rise, up from a past that's rooted in pain I rise. I'm a black ocean leaping and wide, welling and swelling I bear in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise into a daybreak that's wondrously clear. I rise, bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave. I am the dream and the hope of the slave. I rise, I rise, I rise. Thank you. Where your voice hits the wall and comes back to you.
Pretty women wonder where my secret lies. I'm not cute, but built to suit my passion modern side. But when I start to tell them, they think I'm telling lies. I say, it's in my reach of my arms. I span my lips. I spread the stride of my step, the curl of my lip. I am a woman, phenomenal woman, that's me.
I walk into the room just as cool as you please, and to a man, the fellows stand or fall down on their knees. Then they swarm around me a hive of honeybees. I say, it's the fire in my eyes and the flash of my teeth, the swing in my waist and the joy in my feet. I am a woman, phenomenal woman, that's me.
Men themselves had wondered what they see in me. They try so much, but they cannot touch my inner mystery. When I try to show them, they say they still can't see. I say it's the arch of my back and the sun of my back. I ride off the ride of my breast and the grace of my style. I am a woman, phenomenal woman, that's me.
Now you understand just why my head's not bowed. I don't shout or jump about or have to talk very loud. When you see me passing, it ought to make you proud. I say, it's in the click of my heels, the bend of my hair, the palm of my hand, the need for my care. Because I'm a woman, phenomenal woman, that's me. So you do know it's hard. Excellent, good catch. Good job. Fantastic. Yes. I remember that. Yes. It's something I always reflect on. That when we attend concerts, when we listen to our peers perform, sometimes we hesitate to congratulate them. We always say to people, you try that and see how difficult it is. So next time you go to a concert, you're in church, you're in school, I want you to encourage your peers. Because it takes a lot of courage to stand there and to enunciate and to make sure that the voice hits the wall and that all of you get to hear and enjoy what she shared. So can we learn to encourage one another. Let's encourage her again. I remember the first time I heard that poem, I got goosebumps. Every time I read it, I get goosebumps. There's some pieces that are timeless, they're classics. They speak to your soul each time you read them. And that's the importance of reading. You must find something that resonates with your being. That when you read it, you can latch onto it. And it can be that wind beneath your sails, so to speak, and carry you through. Because we all have very challenging times, very challenging moments. We don't all wake up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, not everything. And sometimes you just need a pick-me-up. And it's good to have in your repertoire things that you can read that can speak to your soul and lift you. Because for us to fly, for us to rise, for us to become phenomenal beings, sometimes we need a lift. Yes, we each have our inherent strengths and our inherent abilities, but it does not hurt if we can tap into things around us, things in the universe, whether it be literature, good music, or scriptures, that you can tap into to help you rise and sing. I want to thank you. So do you do this every year? You do this every year?
I'm supposed to be them right now. That's yes, he runs every year.
Okay, excellent. How would you like English? She's here. That's amazing.
Oh, not me. I'm
you're not the English.
I'm a business teacher.
Okay, excellent. So we have lots of entrepreneurs in here. You know, we're really at a very challenging period in our own social and economic development in this country. And one of the things I've often lamented is that within the confines of the formal curriculum, we don't allow for creative expression. And if we notice, although we have adopted and embraced the English way of teaching and learning, the English themselves have modified their own pedagogy, realizing that instead of spoon feeding or shoving things down the throats of children, you allow them the opportunity to express. Because we are all inherently gifted. And the way you may describe this bag is not the way that she will. But if the teacher insisted to use those 6 colors to describe the bag, then you limit the expression of the student to color. The student may want to talk about texture and shape and functionality. But unfortunately, the formal curriculum does not allow for sufficient creative expression by students. The onus is on you, therefore. That's on your free time. As you hang out with one another, that you celebrate what you think is unique, not strange. Let's stay away from that word strange or weird. Like, what's up with her? Like, where'd she get that from? That's creative expression. Difference is where creative expression and diversity are born. If we were all to think alike, if we were all to dress alike and have the same hairdo, then we will not have the time and the space for creative expression. So the next time one of your peers does something slightly different, it is but different and not strange or weird. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I remember when I did CXC and we were required to write an essay. After exams, of course, students come in and say, which essay topic did you choose? What did you write on? And the other students who had chosen my topic interpreted the title completely differently from the way that I did. And I was horrified. I was convinced that I had failed English A or English language. I was miserable for the entire summer. Until I went to a friend's house, who incidentally, her mom was a teacher and also one of the markers at CMC. And I was telling her my anguish and how I had interpreted the question or the essay topic vis-a-vis the interpretation of my peers. And she said to me, wow, ordinarily interpreted the question that way, I am sure you will do well. And I agree. And you know what? Not only that you will do well, I think there's this, you get a 1, and then you get some additional merit or something if you do really well. I did for English language. So then I was thinking I was wrong because my interpretation was different. Not realizing that my divinely ordained brain and gift allowed me to interpret the question differently and to come up with a different account of how I read or understood the topic. So we must celebrate difference. We must celebrate diversity. We must celebrate criticism. We must celebrate criticism. You know why? If no one had criticized the circumstances that human beings lived under in the rock ages, you would not have had a BlackBerry, an iPhone, or a computer today. Criticism is what fuels improvement, betterment, enhancement. Criticism encourages you to revisit, rethink, restructure, revamp, and then you rebuild. All of which are critical to improvement, to betterment, to enhancement. So the next time your teacher criticizes you, embrace that, because you know what? People who don't care about you, don't criticize you, they allow you to continue to fail and go down the wrong way. Like, let her stay there. Let him stay there, that attitude. But when somebody takes the time to invest in you, because criticism is the expression of someone's willingness to invest in your growth, your advancement, and your betterment. So when your parents criticize you, they're molding you. Now there's some friends who think they're being mean to you when they criticize you. Their friends, parents who think when they criticize you, they're being mean to you. Embrace that. Not that it is a truth, but sit, ponder, and say, how true is that? Maybe I do have proper foot handwriting. Maybe that's an opportunity for me to revisit how I write and to take time to shape my letters. By criticizing your proper foot handwriting, they've given you the opportunity to stop, to ponder, to think, and to improve your penmanship, because now you're thinking of how you shape your letters. So embrace criticism. The things that are sometimes meant to hurt us are the very things that help to build us. So I want us to rethink how we consider difference, how we consider criticism, because these are key ingredients of advancement, betterment, and growth. So I want to leave you with the one word today which came up earlier, and that is encouragement. Shall we all spell that together? Encouragement. E-N-C-O-U-R-A-G-E-M-E-N-T. Can we say that with more energy? E-N-C-O-U-R-A-G-E-M-E-N-T. Encouragement. Brilliant. I want you to embrace that word for the week. And as often as the opportunity arises, that you encourage someone in your family, someone in your classroom. Don't say shut up. Don't say keep quiet. Don't say you're wrong. Nobody's wrong. You just may want to rethink what you just said. Reconsider what you just said. It's not entirely what I expected. So just think about it today. You have to move away from telling children they're wrong, or you're waiting, or you're strange. We just have to step back, and like you would say, wheel and come again. Okay? So I want to thank you for your attention. Thank you, Miss. Thank you most kindly. And that's the end of my time with you. Did I outlive my welcome, or I'm right on the minute? I'm right on the minute? Was I meant to spend more time or less time? It's all about me. I like that. Well, let me just pick one more poem from here and I'll share with you, and then
What do you want to read?
this one I quite like. One of the things I've had to say to people recently, especially in the business that I'm into. What business am I into? Does anybody know? What business am I into? Vide the opposition. What business is that? You don't think of that as a business, it's backing out. Huh? Politics. Right? You know, sometimes emotions can run high in politics. And I say to people sometimes, chill. It's just as a theater of politics. People forget that it really is the theater of politics. And they're upset and they're angry and there's acrimony and vexation and discord and it's only 238 square miles. We're all bumped into one another in church, in the supermarkets, on the streets. Don't take yourself so seriously. So I encourage them to laugh at yourself. So this poem reminds me of some of the conversations I've had with my peers, just ask them to chill, just relax. You know, the world continues. You know, labor, you're not the only things that define life in this nation. There are beautiful things around us. It's entitled, When I Think About Myself. When I think about myself, I almost laugh myself to death. My life has been one great big joke. A dance that's walked, a song that spoke. I laugh so hard I almost choke when I think about myself. 60 years in these folks' world, the child I works for calls me girl. I say yes, ma'am, for working's sake. Too proud to bend, too poor to break. I laugh until my stomach ache when I think about myself. My thoughts can make me split my side. I laugh so hard I nearly die. The tales they tell sound just like lying. They grow the fruit but eat the rind. I laugh until I start to cry when I think about my folks. So that's how I use myself when everybody's up and puffing in politics. We just have to chill and have a laugh. Okay? Thank you very kindly.